Hey everyone, welcome to your monthly outlook. My name is Eric Tecce and I'm the illustrator and creator of Shadowlight Tarot. Today I will be taking a dive into the energies to best understand what is going on, utilizing my self-published and hand illustrating tarot deck. If you're unfamiliar with the tarot deck, this was crowdfunded last year and features 88 cards, all hand illustrated, including the booklet. Every single letter, every single line was a work of art that I was passionately able to not only create into the world, but to build upon all the tarot decks that have come beforehand. It features several infinite suits that all form a panoramic image, not just from one end to the other, but infinitely around. Aside from this is all coming together and included in a nice magnetic box with its own tarot travel pouch. For those who are looking for a smaller size deck, I also have released Wanderlight Tarot, which is another deck which is more of a companion but yet travel size, as it also features the planetaries as well as the elementals. Some of these decks include some extra cards that are not just associated with the 78 traditional tarot cards. So if you're looking for more information or just curious to find out more, please feel free to check out the website below or the link included to the shop. I will also be offering an extended reading to the most viewed zodiac sign this month. So if you want to co-harmonically help this channel grow, as well as spread the messages, please feel free to reach out to your communities, to share the link with those who resonate, and to assist in having this energetic manifestation come to be. If you're interested in finding out more, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, where many of my artworks, illustration, time lapses, nature footage, talks, lectures, and so much more are available for viewing ad-free. It is something I personally believe in, and I don't want you to experience something I personally would not want to. So as a respect to each and every viewer, all of my content is of my own, all of my content is ad-free and is not monetized, and it's all thanks in the support of you guys. So if you want to see this grow and you want to help out, every little bit helps. So feel free to share, feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe. This is all thanks to the organic growth that you are participating in through witnessing this video, resonating, and sharing for others to witness. I thank you very much, and I very much look forward to this monthly reading with you. Now, without further ado, let's take a dive into these cards. Hello, Cancer. So let's take a dive into the month. So before I actually start this reading, I actually want to take a genuine appreciation to thank everyone who tuned in last month, because you guys made this the most viewed reading of all the zodiac signs for the month of September. I just really want to take some time right now to say thank you. You guys helped reach 100 views, and even for that is impressive for my channel, as I struggle to hit double digits. So I want to say thank you. And as a Cancer moon, what's going on right now is kind of a lot. And I've been processing a lot, and I would imagine for anyone even with a Cancer sun, moon, or rising, that there's a lot of shakeup going on that is asking you to be aligned and to see whether this life that is being formed around you is actually worthwhile, or is it something beyond that. Now, this could be on the crux of everything that's happening from the eclipse earlier this year, as it's always like a 3-month development period, but we're really seeing kind of call for new grounds to be shaken, or maybe a new opportunity to be either reconsidered or restructured, something that is really new here. So without further ado, let's dive right into this reading to see what kind of insights can be provided for the Cancer resonance for the month of October 2019. What insights and perspective may be brought forth through this reading for those who are synchronistically tuned in to receive this insight. So to open up the month, we are gifted with the Nice Cup card. So this is the 10 of Cups. This is a completion of an emotional cycle. So for many of those, you might be planting roots and starting a brand new cycle soon, or it could be that you have reached the ending of an emotional journey. Either way, you're opening up this month with the ability to actually truly understand that this emotional connection that you've built and almost complete, if not mastered, is something that is very connected to you, especially as a water sign. Being a Cancer, you're really understanding this nurturing aspect to care for others. So when you're receiving this card, this is allowing you not only the ability to nurture, but to see where your emotions lay, because that is your motivation of tapping into this very moon-like energy that our feelings are very much associated by. So when you're opening up this month, you're given this nice little either promise of what is to come, a commitment of what is yet to be, or a changing of the grounds to say that my emotional cycle has come to an end and I'm ready to start again. Either way, even those who are already in established relationships, you may see that this is a moment where you've reached this completion of a journey and now you're ready to start a brand new journey with the same individual on a much deeper level that you were able to at all capable of beforehand. So it's beautiful regardless, whether you're receiving this card because things are coming to an end or because a whole new beginning is happening, or very much so that you're very, I guess, committed to restructure, redo, or to bring forth a new emotional cycle. This is showing you that yes, things do come to an end, but at the same time too, not just any endings, but a beat of tone. So for example, just because it is an end of a cycle does not mean it's the end of a cycle of an individual or an end of a cycle of your emotional connections. Whether it's through your family, your friends, or whatever it is that fulfills you emotionally, this completion can very much understand that is it aligned with where you're meant to be hereafter, or is it a way that you can go deeper to understand the very nature of what is being called here? So as you're opening up this month, this is a nice little perspective to bring about clarity on where you stand. But at the same time too, to bring this emotional fulfillment makes you feel good that this cycle can also reach this completion, to reach this stage, to reach this happy card. Because this can signify marriage, this can signify this long-term commitment, but a cycle that has reached forward, as a marriage in itself is a completion of the cycle prior to marriage, and the union forced there forward can open up to something new. So to move forward there, we want to open up with this next card. So you're provided with this Hangman. So maybe this completion here has shown you that you've gone this far, and does it speak to you? And now you're in a state where you can't control everything, and you might be in a position where what you want to do or where you want to go might be holding you back. Or maybe the conditions aren't just set for things to happen. So since this call to action is less of an action, more of a call, utilize this moment to truly turn within, to understand, is there a perspective that needs to be adjusted? Is there a new view that you can take on the situation that is occurring? Is it something more on part of you as an individual? Or is it more on tune to understand that this scenario, this path might not be in tune to you? So this modality of reflection is key to understand whether you're continuing a cycle or completing something brand new. But in this position, to be this Hangman, you're gonna see a new perspective regardless, because you might be in a very tight position where you're not able to truly move forward. So cherish what is in front of you and allow it to serve you so that you can get a clear understanding of how you feel, who you are as an individual, and maybe where you want to proceed. So since this is bridging you to the full moon, let's see what this bright full moon's gonna offer up to us. Now we got this idea of the air. Now in my deck, since it's an 80 card, sorry about that. So in my deck, since it is an 88 card, self-published, self-illustrated deck, I was able to put extra cards in. And some of these cards were elementals. So this is the air elemental. So this signifies pretty much what the swords do. So it's opening to communication. It is a way in which we are able to travel to see this heightened area. So we can work with the mentality, the idea of being able to utilize thought processes and communications and processing of our both understanding and our skill set to connect with others so that whatever can be, can be. It is the concept of ether because it will take you where you need to be. But as you can see here, there are no paths shown as they're all shrouded by the clouds. So when you're seeing each of these individuals to reach that height, allows you to reach clarity so that you may enter these types of structures. So as that opens up to you, provide that to be maybe a hint to communicate, to open up, to express how you feel, to express what has been on your mind. Maybe it is because of this reflection period that you now need to open up on the communications. It could be very much that in terms of the perspective gain allows you to communicate how you stand moving forward. Because of this completion cycle, you can communicate where you feel, where you stand, so that you might be able to be assisted on the path forward, not only for the sake of your path, but those you are connected to. Whether this emotional journey it's a completion, you might be ending something with another, this perspective allows you to gain clarity so that you can discuss it, so that you can make it known and express it out without tripping over your own words. So as that continues here, I like to take a look to see what comes right after it, because sometimes it provides us. So as we're going off here, so maybe there is a completion cycle here, and this new perspective allowed you to work with it so that you can open up communications. Because as soon as this full moon starts to wane, you're really seeing this nice transition card with the Six of Cups. Not Six of Cups, I apologize. The Six of Swords. Now the Six of Swords, Six of Cups would be nice, but the Six of Swords are saying that you are actually leaving this territory for something new. You're going to the unknown, you're leaving something behind because it's time to move on. It's time to transition. So maybe this completion has finally allowed you to truly see it for what it is, to see this new perspective and understand your role on where you're meant to go. And if this full moon brings any clarification or anything to visible awareness, you're seeing that communication be that key point that is going to drive you so that you can move forward. So if before this full moon you felt stuck, you felt like you couldn't go anywhere and you want things to move forward, it's because you need to communicate, because you need to get clear on where you want to go, clear on how you feel, and clear on the thought processes you are having yourself and the communication you're wishing to establish with others. So as this transition carries you out of this month, seems to actually be something that is called for a more higher purpose. Maybe your goal here is to take you where you're meant to be. Maybe where you've come from has not fulfilled you in the way that you wish. Maybe there's something better for you that you need to just be open to consider. Because this is a nice reflection card, maybe we understand who we are as an individual and that we wish to move forward in a way that honors those that we've connected with, but also allows that love to be, while also having the love for self. Because when you have the love for self, you can take action to be open for it so that you can begin moving forward towards the direction you wish to. And because this is coming off the full moon, this really says that this cycle allows this clarity. It allows this to be the cycle in which communication can come to a surface. Very much because you're given this reflection card that this is the peak of this energy. So as it hits whole and comes back down, this nice transition card is really going to take you where you need to go. And to end things this month, you have this nice energy of the Knight. Not only any knight, but the Knight of Wands. So this night of exploring, this night of adventure. You're seeing that now that you're out of this transition, where do you want to go? Where do you want to travel? Not only do you have this horse to assist you to get there faster, but you're very much excited for it. You're driving with a passion, this fiery energy that's going to take you there. So as you're opening up and taking yourself to reflect on the cycle that has come forth, you now understand the clarity necessary to communicate where you stand so that you can begin the transition as the moon passes, so that this new journey can truly be welcomed, not just with open eyes, but with open arms, open spirit, and open heart. Wherever it may take you, it might be a beautiful journey ahead. So allow that to be something that is meaningful for you, and I'm grateful that you tuned in to check out this message. Thank you very much, and I hope it may help you on your journey. Again, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you not only experiencing what I bring into the world, but to partake in something that I find personally special. As somebody who has created a deck and someone who's passionate about the project, to do the reading in my own words and my own perspective not only offers a more elaborate, deeper dive into the essences and the symbols these cards represent, but it's an opportunity for me to connect with others as well, to share my deck out there and to offer the messages that these divine divination tools are great for utilizing. So if you're interested, feel free to continue to share and subscribe to check out new videos that are on the way. I'm trying to do both lectures, readings, as well as art on the channel. So please help it grow by each and every view, each and every subscribe, and each and every share. That helps make it possible thanks to all of your organic growth. I thank you very much, and I hope to see you next time. As always, stay true.